those little, disadvantages of having so much of social media and technology in our lives?
So of course there is, there are huge disadvantages. I think, one of the most important thing is that, it kind of projects and throws out a very puffed up and a made up image of our lives.
True.
That, everyone is, we have filters and we have photo editors. Everyone has a perfect face.
Yes.
Everyone has, the perfect house, the perfect attire. So, everyone is very busy, kind of is very conscious of the fact that, we need to put our best face forward. And on Facebook, everyone is madly in love, or their children are doing, so well. Again, it is a made up world. Yeah. And then, on LinkedIn, that's a professional side of the made up world that everyone tries to project. I'm not very active on LinkedIn, so I don't really want to comment on LinkedIn. But I think, social media, it's a very dangerous tool. Yes, yeah. There are a lot of benefits of it. You can learn a lot. There are very interesting websites. There are very, very interesting magazines and newspapers and articles that you can curate and read. And there are so many things that you can learn from social media. But like any scientific tool, which has a plus and a minus, there are huge dangers to social media. And one of the most, critical dangers, I feel, is that people project a make-believe world, a make-believe picture concept of themselves. And there are, a host of people who kind of see these make-believe pictures and they accept it as truth.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you see the youngsters, the millennials, their marriages have become all about Instagram reels and Facebook reels and Instagram stories. The very event of the wedding, or the very sanctity of the institution, is lost. It's an entire fashion parade which has to be displayed on Instagram and Facebook. True. And how many likes you're getting. So things like, couples will get a photographer who will photograph their proposal moment. So, it's all make believe. So I think, like as I said, like any technological tool, like any scientific discovery or something, it has a plus and it has a minus. So yes. So the drawbacks are pretty dangerous.
Yeah. I think the mindful use of social media is like very, very, very important, and it's just increasing. The importance is just increasing every day. And yes, you're right. I mean, often I've seen that, if I put like too much of my travel pictures, I mean, it just makes people who are not able to travel feel bad about themselves. Or exactly. If you put too glossy pictures, then people think that that's your real life, but nobody knows that what goes behind those glossy pictures are immense struggles. There are 100 other things that person is going through, which is not necessarily on social media, right?
So Priyanka, I'll give you another example. Recently on an online community, a woman, I don't know who she is, she posted a close-up picture of her face, nice, freshly scrubbed face. And she had asked a question that, can you guess how old I am? And, I don't know who she is. I just, I'm part of that online group. So that's how I saw her post. And, it kind of started off very well, but soon the comments became extremely nasty. So, I just feel that a lot of people, they are constantly looking for validation on social media. And, and if they, honestly, I don't know why she did it. Why do you have to put up your picture and ask random strangers, how old are you? Are you expecting them to say, oh, you look like a sweet 16? You're not, So, I mean, it kind of
that's
plays,
why I think that there is a lot to be learned by people when they're using social media. I mean, there are like so many privacy settings that you could use. You could use so many mechanisms to really make sure that your posts are very targeted. Like you have those close friends and families, you could have your work groups. So it's very important that you use social media mindfully and not just accept anybody who is sending you friend requests and just go about it. And also not feel disheartened if nobody's sending you friend requests. That's also like another fight altogether. True. But yes, very interesting and thoughtful subject, I would say, this whole